Hello, thanks for joining me again. This is a bit short notice, but I'm excited to have you here. Today, as I said in the thumbnail as well as the title, we're going to have a go at BeamNG. It's been in my library for quite a while, but I just haven't really touched it just yet, so I wanted to have a go, and to have a go with the wheel instead of an Xbox controller or anything like that. And we're just going to have a bit of fun with it. As per usual, I'm going to be using my Xbox, I'm sorry, I'm going to be using classic cars. So with those classic cars, I'm kind of, I say restricted to everything 20 years and back, but if nothing else, it's just a bit of inspiration. So hopefully that music quietens down. I tried to turn it down, but I haven't done it here for some reason. So yeah, thank you all for joining, and in just a moment we'll get stuck in. Okay, at the very least it's quiet. Or if I do this, we can just get rid of it for now. Okay. Shame about that, but I'll figure that out for next time. So yeah, hope you're doing well, and let's get started. This is one of my first proper times with BeamNG. I just had a go with just having a bit of fun, just making sure it all worked, and rebinding all my controls for dealing with a new game, really. I won't be with this for the whole stream, but this is this game's version of a Lancia Stratos, which it's taken its own liberties on it, really, but it's that kind of shape, and it is quite the machine. Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna pick a slightly more sensible. I'll stick with the fun one for now, and then I'll go a bit more sensible later. So one of the worlds they seem to have is a San Francisco one, and with that, there's some massive hills. I'm sure this car would love to go around, but these curbs just look nasty, even with a rally car. You want to avoid them as best you can. Coming up to a dead end here. So yeah, BeamNG's been around for ages. I just haven't touched it. I've had it in my library for a bit, and yeah, I've a quick dabble, but not enough to properly understand the game. But BeamNG, a lot of people get really excited about its rally mode, and that is still quite at the beginning of its development, I guess. But they're still using quite modern cars instead of being able to choose whatever you want. But when that happens, I'm sure we'll have a proper go at it. It's this San Francisco version though. I saw some bits that did look kind of familiar. There's the Golden Gate Bridge, I think somewhere to our right. A few other bits, even though it's fictional, there's enough to make it feel realistically American, I guess. So whilst I'm just moving around for a brief moment, I'll have a go at some of the challenges or something like that today. Just get really used to the game. See how it drives in, you know, gravel, tarmac, and how it works with a proper racing wheel. As we lose a bit of traction there. I know there is traffic and things as well, so I'm sure we'll see that along the way. One thing I will say is that if there are any crashes, it rumbles all the way through the wheel. So, apologies if you hear any of that. There's a lot of things that I don't know about this game, so if you do find something cool or something I'm missing, let me know, send a comment. And yeah, we can have a bit of fun together. So I'm just, what should we go for first? Just a quick time trial? Okay, so there seems to be a few different worlds here. Italy looks nice. Why not keep it fairly simple? Let's go for through the center course, and I'll go for something a bit calmer for my first proper race in this stream. I will say I did download one mod, and that's the caterham, just because I saw that there, and you can't be without a caterham in this. So how about... Oh, we're in Italy. Let's go for the Fiat. And I like the red. Let's go for this one. I'm sure there's far more details than that, but yeah. I don't know how BeamNG has really escaped me, but you know, I've had a go at quite a lot of different sims and arcade racing games as well. But I've seen it everywhere, so it's finally good to get a hold of it properly. There's so many different mods. I had the briefest of looks, and you can get planes as a mod. How they even think of doing that is insane, but I guess if this whole game is basically a massive sandbox, then why not? Have your Spitfires and bombers and everything else. See, you can see quite a 1950s Americana style car there. I like the flames. Ah, here we go. So I don't know where we're going, so I hope there's a map or something to tell us. Excuse me, there's my water. Okay, no map. I have a feeling with being in Italy, you're gonna have some very tight roads here. This is the calmest roads you'll ever see in Italy. No massive traffic or anything. Oh, this is tight. I'm happy we picked this car though. No space for any of the big ones, like that American, the American 1950s car there. We're going down there. Okay. Bomb it down the stairs. Getting as close to the curbs as I dare. Engine starved of oil. I have no idea how to fix that. Thankfully we're not going on for too long. Any problems we should be able to just forget about. Just for... Oh. Ah, that was far too close to the to the side there. That was super risky. I guess we're going towards the big pillars in the sky. That's bumping around everywhere. Oh, down here. There's a lot of action. I'm not sure if you can properly see the steering wheel in the bottom left, but even just going on a straight, I'm having to do a fair amount of work to keep it all together. Wait. Oh, just avoiding the wall. Coming through. That's one lap, I think. Okay, the third gear. Let's see how confident we can be this time. Say that. Don't entirely trust this section. Any mistake and it's stuck in there. That's. Whoa, we nearly were. Smashing our way down the stairs there. We have a warning about the engine. I think the car is not exactly steering straight anymore. At least that's my excuse. Come on, hold together. Not too long to go now. Oh, okay. I didn't even do a handbrake turn, but it did it for me. Oh, it's down here, isn't it? Come on. Only a few more steps to go. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. There we go. There we go. Third gear. I'm having to focus more on the steering than anything else here. I'm sure with the bigger cars you'd have to deal with the throttle control or whatever, but a lot to fight already. That is quite fun. We got another lap? Or am I just missing a section here? Put it together, come on. Come on. Through the park. It's going to be a left-hander here. Yeah, there it is. Smash down the stairs again. I see why people like this, even just with the simple car. There's a good amount of just fun. You know, if you want to be technical, you can be technical. It seems to be a lot to do with changing the different brakes and suspension or whatever if you really wanted to. Oh no no! Oh, look at the bonnet. Come on, turn. I'm making a mess of this. Pause the button. There we go. Oh, that is not the same looking Fiat as we had before. Okay, up the hill. I think for the last time. If not, I've done something wrong and I do not know just yet. Is that it? There it is. Okay. Well, my first time out with BeamNG, that is first proper time at least. That was a fun introduction. I like that. It's simple but really engaging. That you can make an absolute mess of it though. I think I'm lucky just to keep my car in one piece, even though I definitely reshaped certain parts of it. Okay, I like the time trials. Let's see what else we have. We got East Coast USA? Okay, let's try that. Okay, they have a lot larger sections here, I think. Short dirt stage? Okay. Let's have a go at some of the valley. Is there a proper car here? Oh, that's a bit more exciting than I hoped for. Oh, I like you. And... ah, here we go. The Safari Rally. Let's go for a mist blue. Why not? And 1 lap. Sure. Let's give it a go. One thing I will say is that so far the loading screens are pretty long, but it's not the worst I've seen. I remember Le Mans Ultimate right at the beginning. That was painful. At least here the loading bar works most of the time, so at least, you know, that's one up on it. So yeah, I'm used to Assetto Corsa most of the time. AMS2, and then recently I've been really growing with the more Ultimate, especially when you come to like track racing. But I do love the rally stuff, whether it's EAWRC, Dirt Rally, the old Colin McRae's or Richard Burns, which I do have installed, so I think I need to give that a go at some point on stream. But what will it be like in BeamNG? I don't know, but I do love the blue colour, so I'm happy I picked that. And, okay, we're off already. Let me know if there's any audio issues or anything like that, but it seems to be each car is a very different volume. Okay, already missed my turning. That's not a good sign. What is the handbrake button? Unfortunately, I haven't got a critical one just yet. Oh wow, that is super slidey. Okay, found the handbrake button. Don't hit the tree. Oh. Okay, let's try again. Keep it going. Any kind of rot or anything, the car is just dragged into it. Avoid that. Oh. But I know how violent some of the game's crashes can be, which will just knowing that but not fully seeing that makes this rally experience already kind of worrying, and I've only just started. Bit of a jump there. Gliding over. Hold it. Come on. I'm being so careful here. Well, at least trying to be careful here. Sliding everywhere. It's a proper arm workout. Come on, avoid that. Ah, here's the end. Ah, so slow before the end. Unless there's more. Okay, so... oh, good here, Gabriel. Thank you so much. I'm going to give that another go. So that was a 158, and for a bit... by the first person camera? Sure. I think that's... is that 1? Ah, 2. There we go. So... here we'll have to see whether... not again. I don't know what game I'm in. Okay, I'm in for best out. Let's... so wait... where am I looking? Is it E? Free room. Ah. Alright, I'll just continue for a moment. Find a way to restart properly in a bit. Okay. Look at the detail in this car that probably looks like a, you know, like a Soviet bloc. like those old Trabants or Larders. Nicely over that jump. Oh, we're going down the hill again. That's it. Okay. Bit more gas. Come on, let's see what this thing can do. This is a surprisingly good valley game. I didn't know it was this much fun. So, alright, I played a little bit of AC Evo. Not on stream just yet. Yeah, this lap does seem a bit faster, even with pausing for a bit. Okay, what time do we get? 1:45. 70 Skyline and a Lada is a amazing combination. Okay, another go. Actually, before I do, is it in here? Maybe I have to wait till I'm out of the race. Let's give this another go. Okay, I know I'm in first gear. Second, third. Yeah, I've played AC Evo a little bit. I'm going over just any slight bump, especially if it's on one side of the car. You are dragged in all different directions. I am awful at that corner. But still quicker. Yeah, AC Valley, rather. You're dragged in all different directions, and coming from previous Valley games, that felt like such a big revolution, and that project is only just beginning. So to see it in this game for, what, 2014? But it keeps growing. Pretty super. Go down again. Using the banking to my advantage. Around those trees. Okay, so to the right here, isn't it? Too much right, too much right. Come on, hold it. Hold it. We make it out alive. Only just a thing. Okay. I am holding off the deal like my word, that's big. Don't do it now, come on. More gas, more gas. Keep going. We are right at the end. Oh my word. We are... Okay, that's the best time. One day I will have a go at that corner again and nail it. Today's not that day. I am very proud of that 141. Okay, I like this Miramar. But what else is out there? Let's have a look. So is it just East Coast USA with Valley, or does West Coast have any? Mountain course? That sounds about right. 3 laps of whatever this is. Perfect. So do all cars have a Valley version? Like even this thing? Maybe not, but I guess you could drive anything you wanted with it, so that's kind of fun. How about... This thing looks a bit silly. Oh, but look at these other cars, though. The proper Japanese fun ones there. Let's go for a brilliant blue. Ah, ice white. Why not? And let's do 3 laps. Can I survive 3 laps? That is the far bigger question. That looks like an Impreza there. That's a fun one. I presume that's within the kind of 20 years gap that I kind of have to do. But we'll see if we can have a go at that, because that looks like an absolute beast. I wonder if, with this game, what most people do. I think there's a traffic mode, but if you're going to have a go just by yourself, is that what you have a go at? Do you do you just launch a car off a mountain, or is there a fun activity you really like doing? I could see people really getting involved with the valley. And I've also seen like you can make your own tracks, or at least do point to point, which sounds like so much fun. I may have to have a go at that at some point. Maybe as one of my kind of hot lap challenge things again. What do we have here? Well, we have an absolute beauty of a car. Look at that thing. Okay. I don't know if this camera resets into position, but that may have to do. Okay. 2, 1, and we are off. Did that get? I may have picked. Oh. So what I was about to say is that I may have picked the wrong car for doing asphalt valley. I think I might have picked the gravel one. So. But yeah, now I need to check what car I have for the next time around. But let's have a look. Big hit. The car's still going. Doesn't want to turn left as well. The game is not totally happy with me. Yeah, the car is so happy. Spin round. And actually, yeah, let's have a reset. That is not where I want to be. Is there just a reset tool? Maybe I just go from the beginning. Oh, okay. Yeah, that car is something silly, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know what car it's supposed to be. Is that a Nissan or something? Not too sure. So the mountain roads. Can I just reset, or? Okay, what I will do is just okay, that touring car I'm gonna have a go at soon enough. That looks so cool. Was it this? Okay. So maybe it's Asphalt Valley over here. Let's have a proper go. Sorry about that. I'm liking the variety you have in this game. It seems to be cars from a lot of different periods. Was there a hot rod there before, like Prohibition, police chase kind of style machines? But then you have today's SUVs if you really wanted to. I like the variety. Like, a set of Corsa, that's what I enjoy from there as well. So good to see it here too. So hopefully with changing to the asphalt rally car, I should be in better stead to do well. But at least that's one excuse way out of the window. I can't blame that. I can't use that excuse anymore. cannot blame the car. Okay, so we definitely have to find a way to get the map in a bit. Ooh. Let me just change to first person again. Slowing down in time. Look at me learning. Bumping. Passing too much of the track. I don't know if this game does blocks or anything, so I have to be careful of punctures. So as long as we don't get the debris like last time, and don't smash our car into pieces, it should be okay. Hey, snaky roads here. At least I can drive a far better suited car here. Even with lower graphics just to help streaming, it doesn't look bad. I will say that. Oh, hold on. Everyone okay? Okay, we are facing the right direction once again. Just, you know, here to warm up my tires. Up the hill. And still climbing. How big is this thing? Turning in. Hey, this is far more controlled versus before. She shouldn't say anything. I really don't want to jinx it. What? Where am I going? I am still okay. Looks like we're about to finish a lap here. Okay, that's a nice loop. I like that. This version is definitely going to be faster if I can keep it on the grey stuff. These are roads where you really want to just cruise or something, you know. Oh, but just relaxing roads if you have nothing else to pay attention to, but with the time counting up on the top right of the screen, I've got bigger things to do. I got loose, but we're not into the barrier. That bump got a bit shaky there. Alrighty. Okay, for some reason my monitor has frozen, but I can see it through OBS, through like an inch display. I have no idea if you can see things here, because this is worrying. What is going on? Just gonna pause it. Okay, so if I do that, does that work? Why? That was super sketchy. So, I don't know if that came across on your side, but I could only see the preview display on OBS. Could not use my big monitor, just the the smaller one on the side. Oh, bumping over the curb. Oh, did I not get it? Oh, come on. This. I said this would be a faster lap. Can't do things like this. Okay, let's see what the next one's like. So this should be our final lap coming up. And, you know, if we keep it on the straight and narrow, we should be okay. Avoid that. Okay, clipped it. Not too much damage. Maybe just a change of paint. Oh, shaky there. Okay, back up we go. Kind of reminds me of the... Is it the Dragon Valley or whatever in Athletic Quarter? That bump is lethal. But it will spin us there as well there, but we're still going. It's okay. Holding on. I've taken a few interesting lines here, but you know, if we're surviving, that's the main thing for all of this. Not long to go now. But that's 3 more. Actually, not even that. There's a 1 straight here, and then we're finally 3. Popping the curve to come to the end. There we go. Okay, that was a bit of an experience. But we made it through. Alright, something I will just do. Oh, it's still going. I think I saw this earlier. Yeah, that was it. So we were doing... Is that just time trial mission or something? Scenario? Just finding a way to get the tachometer actually visible here. That seems to be okay. Let's hope that all works. So now we have that in working order. Let's move on to the next thing. If there's anything anyone wants to see, just let me know. But in the meantime, I'm just having a test of whatever comes up. So, how about... Those are challenges. Not what I'm looking for. Is it just races or something? Maybe that's in some... Where is it? Okay, we got something here. Well, let's just go for that. So, as I keep saying, there's a lot of big big machines here. Can we use our own, or is that it? We can use our own vehicles. Super. Let's give it a go. That's a nice looking machine. Bit Ferrari-esque there. Does anyone know how often BeamNG updates? With big content. Does anyone know? Because there seems to be some really fun stuff. Is just uh, for a game that's been out for ages. I'm just really not too sure at all what happens. That is not the car I want to do. Can I change it here? Reconfigure. No. Okay, I'll reset that. Okay. Good to know the quirks of all of this. We seem to be at a fun racetrack here. I did see this guy earlier. The old BMW Tourer. I like him. What a beautiful looking machine. In the British GT, there's a car, I think a GT4 car, with a similar livery. Yeah, it was. I don't think it was that fast, but oh, such a beautiful looking thing. So cool. Okay, how was it the short course? Let's take this touring car around a racetrack. So as things load up, I know there's quite a modern. Oh, we're back to that car. Okay, let's just give that a go. Yeah, I know there's quite a modding scene here in BeamNG. I wonder how many proper race tracks are in it. Whether you get Silverstone or anything like that. I assume that the Nürburgring's in it by now, but that's better. This is a far quieter car, even on my side. Going a bit wide here. Come on, hook back to the apex. Oh, not like that. Do not do it like that. Oh, okay. Okay, we're learning the circuit. Interesting noise for the curbs. I don't know if it makes sense, but it sounds a bit like wetter. I don't know. Bit of a tight corner hit. Oh, good run off though. As he hit the cones. Round the. Is this the final corner? Okay, so we come to the line with a 1:30.32. Is that good? I'm guessing not with this car. How could you do anything faster with this? Okay, so how about we change up the car? So I tried to have a go at this one. can we just jump straight into the scenario again, or it's like the challenge? Where was it? Short course. Ah, you know what? I did see. Where was it? These fields going up a mountain pass. At least it looks like that. Next to a quarry, at least. It looks silly, but why not give it a go? Yeah, the interiors get a surprising amount of love, especially for quite fictional cars based off of proper ones. They put details in where they really didn't need to, but it's so cool that they did. Yeah, look, that Miramar Valley car I had a go at before was, they had the feel of the era, not just making a car that looks square and just fully out of sheet metal. But yeah, the the game made the cars feel real, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this is a bit of a race then. Oh, with minis. Oh, that looks fun. Let's give it a go. And off we go. We are right at the back. So, me with the engine sticking out the back and a lovely wooden steering wheel. We're aiming for the front. How far can we go? Can we get first place, or maybe can we just survive? Big lock up. Go around the outside, which becomes the inside. Oh, I've been hit. Oh. That's the end of that then. Yeah, one mistake and you're out, or one incident and the other guy that hit you into oblivion. Let's see how well we can do this time. Maybe I hyped it up a little too much before. I think he's still on our inside, can't tell. What? Hold it, hold it. Ooh, just about. There's no radar or anything like that to use here. Okay. We've all stopped. Barge our way through. Okay, maybe slightly cheeky, but we're ahead of everyone. We're in first place. Jeez, those rocks are massive. Don't want to turn. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ah, seems that AI have picked up the pace behind me. Well, I don't think they should be able to pass around here. Oh, he's gonna get his best though. Okay, this is treacherous. At any point I could just fall off the cliff. It's not basing on survival. Oh, we're over there. We're not going for another hairpin. Don't lose it like this. We're so far away now. Oh, anything could happen. We go through this quarry. Pretty cool. Frame rate is not liking this. I'll have to tweak a few things later. Oh. One car's down. That's a free position. We're back up to fourth here. I just not want to go straight. I'm hit. No, no, no. Oh no. Doesn't look too bad, but yeah, everyone else has disappeared. Let's give it another go. I like this one. It's they don't make it easy, but it's good. And why would they make it easy? Let's just see what it looks like from this outside view. At least for the hairpins. You don't know where you are, whether you're about to fall off the edge of a quarry. Just for the race, at least for now. Getting up to 100 miles an hour, or very nearly. And that's it. The real, you know, professional racing move. You won't see that from amateurs. So with that, you know, we did get an overtake, so but, you know, we keep going. Climbing back up the hill. A good thing for me is that the AI will they may struggle getting around each other. I could slow them down. Could gain a few more positions. Hopefully, at least. That was a better corner than last time. See them in the distance, but they're not too far away. Oh. I'm over there again. Same mistake, but we keep going. We make our way back to the quarry. Nearly off it again. Hold it. Oh, so close. That is fun, but I'm gonna have to give that a go at another point. Not gonna beat these Fiats today. Okay, so we are, I guess, back in Italy. I know that was a bit anticlimactic, but I don't think I was going to beat them, to be honest. So, can we just go down there? What was the bottom? That is so cool. Yeah, so what we can see, way, way, way over there, we can go to it. That is... That's pretty cool. So how about we go... Is that... I think that's where we are. I feel like taking the Stratos style car would be slightly too deadly about the Italian modes. How about... Oh, it's like a kit car. Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. Yeah, go on. Let's go for Turbo Evolution. Let's see what this thing looks like. Reminds me a bit of the MG car, the Metro, that rally car that is just so small but packs so much power in the Group B era. I know this is the out of the blue time to stream, so thanks everyone for watching. Uh, I'm still working on a few videos. There's one just kind of fun historic race that I'm putting together, and then there is another one which is talking about some exciting moments in Formula One with a bit of fancy editing and all of that. Of course, my specialty. I Yeah, having two videos being close to the finishing point is really fun, but because I'm so close to the end, it's you really just want to push it to the line, but need to put in the effort, you know. So yeah, the videos are still coming, and live streams as per usual. This That is the wrong location. I must have clicked something. Yeah, live streams as well. Trying to keep that as a weekly thing. Sometimes, just like today, there'll be a surprise one. But yeah, thanks everyone for turning out. Do appreciate it. Especially for just a bit of a fun test. I didn't know what to expect today, and of course, there's going to be a few tweaks and errors to fix and whatever. So thanks for being here for it. Got a bit more loading to do, but seems to be so it seems to be going through all of all of these different loading screens more than anything else. But hopefully, come on. My wheel's moving, so hopefully that's a good sign. There we go. We are in with our... Oh, I love it. That is such a fun looking car. Bit Renault 5 with the angles there. And then is it E again? Okay. What a fun looking car. What does it sound like in here? Not bad. You really need a tiny car for these kind of streets, my word. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but there was a proper chirp from the turbo there. The wastegate. Messed that up. We make our way through. Where do these roads go? Yeah, I can imagine just putting on a podcast or something and just chilling with this. It doesn't matter if you scrape the side of your car with this game. Real life, but there's quite a lot of consequences for mistakes here as I veer off the edge. Now only missing the first three, that would have been painful. Come on, keep it going. Well, I guess we're going down the hill. Or not. Okay. Is there a way to restart this? Hopefully this is a bit quicker. On the second time of asking. Or maybe not. I wonder, have any of you been having a go at the AMS2 update with the 1995 style cars, the Formula Edge? I ended up doing, was it my most recent live stream about that, and then doing a funky edited highlights of it for YouTube. And it's nice to see people enjoying that, but yeah, even as a single player game, where yeah, for me that's where AMS2 really shines. The the Formula Edge cars are just so much fun. I do like that kind of period anyway, so that does help. Okay, what did I put as the hand brake button again? That was it. Let's see what the rolling hills of Italy look like. If I could escape this mountain town. There we go, that's a proper hand brake turn. Wasn't there a way to... that's just that's not what I want. That's it. That's such a cool feature. Eventually when it comes out, AC Evo, it's got to have a method like that for the open world. Because it's just so quickly where you want to be. This is a bit like all of the set of Corsa videos, or is it no hesitation, no hesi, whatever. But just on Italian streets. Of course, you know, gotta say it, don't do it at home or whatever, but fun to do that in video games. Handling feels better than I expected it to. You know, not totally confident on, as you can see, on tarmac, but it's better than I expected it to be, which is nice. Okay, that was fine enough. For a streamer, there's more exciting things to be done. Why not go for something else, like... Ooh. There's so much to choose from. Campaigns. Scenarios. Ah, okay, got an idea now. If we go for time trial around West Coast USA, why not? If we go for let's go for this one. Let's do a bit of a one of my classic hot lap competitions. We'll just go. What are you? That is the silliest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, we'll just go for fun things here. Doesn't really matter what times we get, so let's just go for it. Got just one lap to see what we can do. If we crash, we crash. If we don't, we don't. Let's see what times we can get. A shame that I couldn't get the music sorted out today. I have all the the standard stream music, which I've got a few more files for, but I've got it here, and the music volume adjuster said that it should be going down, but it was just quite overpowering, at least on my side. So going to have to tweak that as I go. Hopefully for next stream, if not in the future, we'll get a bit more of an ambience, I guess. And we're finally coming to the end of this loading screen. Gonna be very used to some of these pictures. Everything's orange. Loading. The wheel is moving. Come on. There we go. Ah, didn't take any time at all. Back to first person view. 3, 2, 1. As well as being the first car out, which may not be the eventual fastest one. I also don't know where I'm going. Just gonna have to follow the route, so just see what happens, I guess. So far, a lot of uphill. I think I'm enjoying some of these San Francisco tracks. So some of the most. The other worlds are still pretty fun. It's just the craziness of the bumps. It's a lot of fun. It's enjoyable. Bit of a pig there, I don't know what that was from. That was... Oh! Okay, I can't steer anymore. I think I need a front left tyre. Just jumped away from me. Okay. Control. Is there a way to reset quickly? Nope. I feel like this would be made a bit simpler than this. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, once again, this is all a learning curve for me, so I'm learning as I go. 2 hours already, but gone on for it's gone fairly quickly, which is nice. It's a good sign that it's a fun game. We'll have to have a go at BeamNG at another point as well to go through some of the challenges or whatever. So many to choose from, and some of those 3 stars or whatever, the 100% completion requirements are fairly tricky. Or at least they seem to be. So yeah, I'm gonna have to really put some effort in. So I loaded 150 kilometers of road. They show the whole open world at all times. That's kind of impressive. Anyway, we are gonna give this another go. Let's hopefully not lose her front tire, whole front wheel even. And those are kind of important. Sliding up the hill here. Yeah, to think that you can make all of this yourself, I think, so there's a lot of potential in this, both in with the official BeamNG challenges and also, whatever I can think of as well. Time for you. Hopping onto the curb just briefly. And once again, hitting that random thing. Avoiding the pumps. Getting further than before. Locking up the tires. And this can't really do this hill. I would be surprised. Okay. Shouldn't be too much further now. Climbing in the cover. There's a recipe for disaster. Thankfully okay this time. To the right. We're joining the city properly. And finally, we make it to the finish. There we go. That is a 2-minute 9/10 time. I think that's a very fun place to start. We have this Buckle or Bruxelles Leguan. I like it. Let's go for... I could just hear destruction in the background. Let's go for the police package, why not? Bit of speed. Can we beat a 2-minute time? I'm guessing yes, but if we hit a palm tree or something like that, then that would be it. I don't know what the Legrand would be based off of. Is that the... Didn't look exactly like the Crown Vic, but yeah, not one of the prettiest cars, I will say. Most of my YouTube, I'm looking at the old cars, the classics and things, but just because they're old doesn't always mean they're beautiful. Saying that, if you want a really weird looking car that is kind of fun, kind of weird, is it the Bristol 450? The I'll just double check that. Yeah, have a search of the car called Bristol 450. It's a race car that is, lime green with a 33 on it. It is such a weird looking thing. I saw it over about 2 weekends ago. Funniest looking thing. Absolutely weird. Okay, we are finally in. We are off with a bit of wheel spin. Brake. I can't reverse. I'm putting all the gears down. Some park. It's an automatic. Okay, that's why I went wrong. That is lovely. Is there any quicker way of restarting things here? Control. Alt. No, sorry about that. Unless you guys know any quicker way of doing it, I'm stuck doing this. Okay, we'll give it another go. Well, I just have to remember it is a automatic car with automatic problems, like the parking brake. This time we didn't move too far from the start, so hopefully loading should be even quicker. Has a very funky car on the loading screen there. Thin something? SI something. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like a modern Ferrari knockoff. Looks very futuristic. Whilst we're here, is there any cars you'd like to see going down this track? I've only done one so far, the Fiat, but yeah, if there's any of the standard BeamNG cars that you'd like to see, let me know and I'll fit it in. There's one I really want to have a go at if I'm able to get around, and that's the Valley version of the Bolide. It's a proper looking beast. And this thing is definitely not, but I wouldn't mess with it, nonetheless. Okay, that's about right. 3, 2, 1. And it's an automatic, so... Okay, already, that's an improvement. We are making it up the hill. It's a very stable car, a bit boaty, as you may imagine. Not the most aerodynamic looking brick I've ever seen, but I think just the sheer power of this thing compared to the Fiat should be in with a proper good shout. We make it our way down the hill, bumping along the way, but test the suspension. Well, it's definitely tested. We didn't hit the barriers. Nearly touched the curb, but we keep it clean. Onto the big back stretch. Sliding a bit there. Climbing up the hill again. Past the... some quite fun looking city here. I don't know how interactable or otherwise it is, but again, this team has put a lot of love into this game, and it definitely shows. Coming in a bit hot. So you hear the tyres squealing away. I know it's a bit quiet here. It's also quiet on my side, so we'll get a few louder cars in soon enough. Maybe a proper V8 muscle car. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, coming to the end. We are not faster at all. What was that, 219? 218? Yeah. Police car, and maybe 30 years more modern, but it could not be a tiny Fiat. How about we go for this guy, a Moonhawk? I like its name. It sounds powerful. And I should be able to take these hills a bit better than how that car took them. Whew. I'm starting to think about a proper schedule for streaming. Currently, it's just whenever I can do it. But I'm trying to see what people like, and also what days people like them, to see what, you know, to see how much fun we can have together. Really, I have the rally games that are just, they're really fun, and got the hardcore season that I usually do on either a Saturday or a Sunday. But yeah, if there's games you like to see or days you like to see it, let me know and I'll see if I can make myself free. Yeah, I need some good mods. I absolutely do. It's coming into this absolutely fresh. Is there anything you recommend for, modded cars? The only thing I saw briefly was the Caterham, but yeah, I'm sure there's a whole world out there that I need to explore. So if there's any recommendations, do let me know and I'll see if I can download them. Okay, with a bit of wheel spin, we are off. This feels way faster already. Although, fast does not mean stable. We hit a tree. That's not going to help our time. Sliding around, and yeah, definitely do not pass my brakes over a long period of racing there. I'm gonna have to. So thankfully, it's just 2 minutes, but if it's any longer than that, it would really have to baby them. Bouncing over this section. Fairly stable there. And going Definitely too early down here. Awesome. Oh, thanks for sharing that. I'll have to take a look at those. Get a few of them downloaded. Yeah, I know the AC modding world, and I've seen a bit of R Factor 2 as well, but I don't know anything about BeamNG really, so this is... yeah, thanks for that. It's really cool. Hold it, hold it. Ah. Spin it around. This will definitely not be a fast time. But because we didn't, properly mess up, that's all the luck we have here. This is going to be the time that we set. So might as well just finish, because finishing is far better than doing a DNF. Okay, we come to the line. We are coming in at a 226. Oh, if I kept things clean, that would have been far better, but we'll quickly move on to the next thing, just to forget about that. We have a... I'll leave the Bolide for a second. I'm gonna have a go at this other Mustang Trans Am style car. Let's go for a proper racing version. Nice. Just in the background, I'll have a look at some of these cars here. The Piccolina, BeamNG. Yeah. Oh, awesome. But yeah, thanks again for that. Definitely gonna have to have a go with more hot lapping. This is just a quick test, just to see how things work. But yeah, to set my own tracks on an open world, to find the cars I like and properly test them with consequences. That's going to be a fun aspect to the challenge that no other game can do. It may take a bit of time to put out the tires and the hay bales, but it would be awesome to do, definitely. Loading roads, that was nice and quick. Alrighty, that is about to be... There we are. We are here. Got a very beefy looking muscle car here. Lovely looking yellow too. A bit Bumblebee like. Okay. And we are off. Love the wood paneling around the different dials. Just avoided that tree. That was a bit too close. Whoa. Okay. Careful on the throttle. Good to know. It's the wrong angle. Jumping down the hill again. Oh, it's a bit unbalanced. Hold it, hold it. Okay. We get it back round. Onto the back straight once again. I say straight, it's full of risk as we nearly hit the palm trees. Building to about 92 miles an hour there. Fairly respectable, but there's a lot more pace out there in other cars. Hop in the curb. This car can seem to take that. That would have been lovely to know. Helps us around that corner. We just avoid that apex. Coming in at a 204. 203.88. So far, a very fancy Piccolina was the fastest. Okay. I think we should have a go at some very fun stuff. Just hearing a crunch in the background. I wanted to have a go at this touring car. When I saw it, it looked so fun. But yeah, I do change the gears myself. It's on the fully manual setup. Apart from when the car is, I guess, set up for automatic. I don't know if you can tweak that as you go. The cover is a real challenge. Okay, good to know. Very twitchy. As you can see, I keep my cars on the road without any mistakes. So, ooh, that could be a tricky, fun challenge. I'll give that a go next time. After this car. Yeah, this car looks a bit like is it Honda Accord? The Super Tourer one. It has a surprisingly similar looking livery. I don't know how much these kind of companies can get away with, but yeah, you can tell what it is just by looking at it, which is nice for a fictional car. I wonder if there's any other liveries you can download that are maybe not car mods or whatever, but if you had, for example, like the Ford Mondeo style Super Tourer or anything else, it'd be fun to have those kind of liveries, especially if you're doing multiplayer or just AI racing. Maybe that is there. I will have to find out. So what I will do, just excuse me that, I'm just gonna up the volume. It seems to be still quite quiet. If that gets too loud, do let me know. Of course they are popular. I wonder which ones you have downloaded. Same with the Assetto Corsa though, especially with the Japanese cars, that people love making liveries. This is far quicker. Oh, not great on their bumps though. Okay, that's my front bumper. Who needs that anyway? Lunking. Making contact. Bit more momentum up the hill. Just keeping hold of our wing mirror. Yeah, safer one, naturally. Oh, look. Charging down these back streets. Stakes. Get off there. Okay, coming to the end. Wow, okay. This is the car to beat so far. That was a 150, so 149.0 with the Pacima. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. We've exited. Time trials. Let's go for that covet that you talked about. Is it down here? Is there any of the versions you really wanted to see? Or was it the Turbo Rally or just track or something? Yeah, love the Pacima. Yeah, the cars are a bit more different in between. You know, it's not all just the same model with a different shell. Just looking at the later version is fine. I'll go for, because we have another rally car coming up, let's go for this one. Oh, I should have checked if it was four-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive there. I'd say forward wheel, front wheel rather. I didn't check. I'm gonna find out in the first corner. That'd be a fun surprise for us all. Ah, perfect, perfect. Even though I like rally games where so many of them are front wheel drive, I'm not always fast with them. At least I enjoy it, you know? At least that's something. I think I'll have a go at maybe 2 or 3 more cars after this. It's been a fun experiment with the hot lapping and then just this game in general. So let's sign this all off on a high, I think. Got the covet. Having a look at the bolide or bolide. Oh, it's built on the Renault 6 V6. Okay, good to know. That fun looking car in its own right. I mean, look at that rear wing. It's stupid fun. I love it. Okay. Oh, steering wheel was not in the right direction. That's not how I wanted to start. Oh, okay. So, just because we're getting to the end, oh, Cleo V. Yeah, that makes more sense. I think I'm just, even though I didn't restart some of the other ones, I'm gonna restart this. Give myself a proper run towards the end. Yeah, some of these cars really have a challenge to them, but it makes sense. So far, when I've made errors, it feels like my fault rather than the game's fault, which is always nice and not always the case with racing games. Change tires to slicks. Is that how would you do that? Can I still do that? Before I start, or would I have to redo things? But that's a fun addition to the game to just yeah tweak things as you go, especially with. I presume you could do that for the just the standard cars and really have fun as you go. You need to change, save, and then use a new config. Okay. I'll see if how this is just for this one. Just because I'm here and it takes a moment to load up. But if I do have any issues, I will follow that guide. Okay. Once again, we are off. Trying to keep things controlled here. I can imagine dodging the palm trees on the back straight could be interesting. Careful up the hill. Really having to be careful as I go. Don't trust this car. And rightfully so. Oh, yikes. So about that config, yeah, that just. I don't think I'm going to be finishing the lap. Just a guess. Okay, so time trials. Back to the culvert. Am I looking in here? Yeah, ouch indeed. So we have the Turbo Valley once again. And then you need to change, save, and then use a new config. Right, how do I do any of that? Open the car. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Oh, is this in the... Sorry, you're gonna have to talk to me like I'm stupid, because I do not know things about this. Select first. Yep. Sorry, okay. The select vehicle, got the curve, turbo, select again, and then play. Sorry, thank you for this. Oh, okay. No worries, I'll work through it again. Yeah, so there's things I'm learning. Some stuff that playing the other racing games, I'm used to those menus. And BeamNG, that's a whole new avenue of exploration. But look at that machine. Is that the Bruckle car? That is that is beautiful looking. Gonna have to have a go at that at some point. Maybe not tonight, but yeah, I can see where the addiction begins here. Uh, You can race in any other game, and if you crash, you bounce off a barrier. You can just keep going most of the time, or your wheel tilts to the left or to the right. But here, that you can just lose the front end of the car, and that's it. Either you keep going or race over. But the consequences are so much more severe. Do you use automation or any of the other apps? So I've seen some people, I've heard of people doing that, but I haven't had a go just yet. So I clicked escape like a very clever person because I thought it would show things up. If we look at no automation, okay. I think I may just have to go with this one because, and I'll have a go with slicks and things at another point. I'll give this because I did something very clever. I need to escape the race. Okay, well then that's perfect. I will. I thought I did. I presume that's just quit. Okay, I'll just have to go with this, I think. Is it gonna count me down? No, it seems to be. Yeah, I've done something very clever here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a. I think I'm just kind of stuck here. There's no countdown here. So I will go to free roam. And then I'll just put it there for a moment. And yep. Aha, okay. Is this... So we have the power, do we have tires here? Start free roam. Oh, okay. I'm grateful for the guide because I'll be here for a lot longer than doing this by myself. Yep, that is starting free roam. There also may be a bit of a delay on the chat as well. Yeah, a lot of information for day one, but I'm liking it. Yeah, definitely liking it. Right, so this is on its way, and we'll get right back to hot lapping soon enough. Got one big car to have a look at after this. Want to have a go at the bow light, and then yeah, may do one other, but getting towards the end of the stream, just not yet. Presume this is loading behind the screens. Okay, I think we're finally getting into it. So we are right back in it. Before we do anything, just gonna cut off that traffic. So with vehicle config, I think that's where you were before. If tuning, oh that's pretty cool. Oh wow. Wow, that is spectacular. Wow, no ABS, okay. Engine and things. Cool. So in parts, front suspension, okay. That was over here. Oh, I see it here. There's lots of different types of uh, tires here. Different wheels. Lots of different sizes as well. So we have the... I presume that's going to be the fastest one, I don't know. Is there... Oh, is Tim's supposed to be like Tom's? Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's because of your support, mate. But... Oh, because of you. Is there a proper difference between these different wheels? Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. You can make these square. That's mad. All have different sizes. Yeah. Wow. Loving this. Okay, so if that is... I just click this one for the front for now. I can always tweak that in a moment. I will also change the rear tires rear wheels as well. We go for ah, look within it. Gotcha. So we go for let's go for sport. And yeah. So we have the sporty front tires. Oh, we're gonna have race. That sounds even faster. And then I'm gonna do the same for the the rear. Do the same for the rear. Gonna go for the very fancy race rear tires. Gonna click. I presume that all applies. And I should and I should be able to just go from here, yeah? I don't need to save anything or do anything, do I? Yep, got race rears here. And yeah, it doesn't say to do anything, so should be good to go. But before I... Oh, save and load. That sounds... Yes, I better do that. Where is... How do I get to save and load? It doesn't say apply. Not going to click reset, don't worry. Save and load, there we are. And then... I'm going to call it test. Well, hey, you've taught me something new. I'm going to go test one. Awesome. So with that, gonna finally get going. But just gonna, yeah, I'll call it just test A for now. Time trials, and then with this, should be able to go into where is the cover? There we are. Well, that's a... Ah, here we are. Ah, that's so cool that that comes up. Oh, that's brilliant. That is so cool. Let's get going. We have slick tires on, finally, with considerable support here. And because of that, oh, can you imagine if I just crash off immediately? If I go, oh, well, that's it, good night. No. Got a bit longer to really show off what this car can do and what this game can do. That, yeah, opportunities of messing around is it's really up there. Yeah, absolutely. The first car, the first config, the square tires option, that is stupid. I love that. Yeah, see, at least for this car, there's a lot of modifications you can make. Potentially, you may see that in the future. I don't know what kind of stuff we'll do with BeamNG, but there could be a few mods on it. So we are nearly there. Got a lovely look of this rally car. Gonna know it. It just burned into my eyes, I think. But how many times I see it. But we've loaded the forest, which is good because we are in the city. Just gotta pass time for a little bit. The wheel moves. And then should be going. Speeding down the way. Don't crash immediately, please. Oh, that brakes so much better. Yeah, I can see that tweaking could be really fun. I'll admit, when I'm playing the other racing games, I don't do that much tweaking unless there's something really wrong with the car. When I'm doing races online, that may change a little bit, but I just don't know much about that. But yeah, BeamNG just tweak everything to your heart's content and really go for it as I really go down the hill. Yeah, this is so much better. Just a bit cautious of the palm freeze still. So, messed up the front. But we're still going. Please keep going. Well, it doesn't like turning anymore. It was twitchy before. It's definitely not that anymore. Okay. This is... Let's drag this thing home. I don't even understand how this thing is moving. But we're going. Still locking up, which means we have brakes. Come on, get up the hill. Spin it out. Look, we're going to be slower than the police car, but we're still not last after that impact. Yeah, no ABS. I did see that was an option though, but yeah, racing regulations course. So that massive impact didn't hurt too badly. That I think likely would have been second, if not first, against the touring car. What a big hit! In slow motion, but still looks pretty big. So if we change the config, yeah, so far the touring car is still way ahead. But up next is the car I've really been excited for. Do I go for Group 4, Group 5 or Rally? I think I've got to go Group 5. Those turbo-powered machines are wild. There's some really good proper mods for it in Assetto Corsa. There's the series in Race Room. I think it's now... Group 5 is now coming to AMS2, potentially. So, it's such a mad, crazy time for racing. Now we got an extra one in BeamNG. Silly, but I like it. Oh, Bolide is a real handful. Does that mean that the cover was easy in comparison? Am I in danger? Oh, well, good thing we're not using powerful versions of the Bolide then. Group 5 is, famously, underpowered, turbo weak, aero, don't even think about it. Oh dear. Let's not DNF. That's the aim. Let's keep it going, even if I smash the bonnet. I may, yeah, you're right. I will. I may spin out here, but at least I'll have a smile on my face, you know? I wonder how it'll do with the bumps as well. Yeah, but it's not just a bump going down those hills, it's the way the flat ground just comes up to hit you. It's not gonna be easy. Asphalt Valley version is good. Okay. May have to have a go at that at another point, or if this goes too badly, I may have to take a quick go. Oh, look at this thing. It's so cool. And a proper kind of livery for the time. Get into the first person view. Oh, whoops. Look, all the switches and dials there. Okay. This is gonna be so easy. Whoa. Hey, the turbo coming up to hit my rail. Can do most things in second gear, even going uphill. Can't see where I'm going. Braking before the hills to try and force the car downwards. Fairly big final jump, but that's okay, we keep it solid. Nice and gentle through here. Go round the palm trees this time, I think. Don't cut inwards. Don't know how fast we went, but it felt really rapid. Slightly looser, not too sketchy. I thought it would be worse. Brake, come on. There we go. Too early. We'll say that the tall car was far more stable, so didn't do stupid things like that. No, I haven't messed up the car here. I can't turn left. I can only turn left, rather. Ah. Yep, the car's done. Right at the end. Oh, that's such a shame. You know, you can see the finish line. Come on. Let's limp to the end. Keep it going. Yeah, you definitely paid for crashing in BeamNG. Okay, and I think we got rid of it. Rid of some of the debris. He'll be clicking through the gears to try and escape this. Is this it? Can this go? I am turning, but you wouldn't know it. Okay, that is such a shame. The bow light is no more. It got so close to finishing here. So I'd say we should have one final proper go here. I love the Miramar. That is pigeon. That's silly. That it's the three-wheeler is stupid. But as I kept mentioning it, where did it go? Let's go for a hot rod. And let's go down the hills for one final time with a very different car. Oh, so close. That's such a shame. I do remember this new car coming out that it did get a bit of attention, and which is nice to see for such an old car. I don't know if this is going to relate, but you know, a few weeks ago, I ended up seeing some pre-World War II cars going around the racetrack and properly racing. I was surprised how good they were. Like the engineering of it. I thought there would be coughing and spluttering and all of that, but they were surprisingly efficient, and the people that had the cars were still racing them to the proper edge. The way they leant out of the cars. But if you've seen the videos from that kind of period, they still do that. I guess they have to. So I wonder what this car is going to be like. I presume that braking will be challenging, and I don't think I'll be turning well. But if I can turn better than the bow light at the end of it, well, that would be pretty good. If I can be better than that. Loading prefabs. On the way, just a few more moments to go here. Yeah, they do have the historic valleys, and there's a group called Vintage Sports Car, I presume competition, VSCC in the UK. And so the way they throw these cars, I know it from Silverstone that they do hill climbs that are proper muddy and really, really challenging stuff. It's not just like the Goodwood hill climb or anything like that. They are going up a hillside, and there's crowds all around them. If you've they're just smoking the clutches and things, and they almost would be faster if they just pushed the cars up. They love these old things. But what can I do with this? Being a hot rod is going to be pretty fast. Can I keep up? Yeah, they are absolutely crazy. And the fact that anything can run through them. So much wheel spin. Whoa, okay. Lot of power. Spin round. Let's call this a bit of a parade run. Oh, wow. Yeah, that competition I was mentioning, the BSCC group, the cars that some of those guys have, for the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, like 50s as well. The post-war, they had the Jag E-Type, I say D-Type rather, proper wing behind it. They had a car, an Alfa Romeo 158, I think it was, which, as well as, I want to say the Mercedes, the proper like Grand Prix winning Mercedes from the pre-war times. The machines they have, and the fact it's such an open paddock that, you know, if you're interested in racing, they'll talk to you. They'll, yeah. This car is a demon, so I thought I'd just have a bit of a chat on the way back. I kind of gave up on the timing here. Hold on. I didn't let go of the car. Yeah, but if you're interested in racing, especially with an open paddock like that, you can get so much fun out of it. Yikes. Okay, another part to learn about before I show it on stream next time. I think I said this last stream, but one of the other races that helped out that you had the 60s cars, 70s cars, you had Ford Capris, you had the Escorts, the Jag E-types, and all of those other cars. Just so cool to see people really enjoying those machines. And although I enjoyed that machine, I struggled. So to go down there, so to go from the bottom of the list up, we had this Buckle or Brukel 9 that I'll admit I kind of gave up on. It's a very fun car, but I just couldn't get the pace. But 20 seconds better was the first of the V8 muscle cars from the 70s. Once again, that impact is wild. We then had the police car, which was shaped like a brick and as aerodynamic as one. Then the modded Covert with the slick tires. Thanks to a few helpful comments there. We then had just a few mistakes with our Covert, so it did lose behind the Barstow, the other V8 powered machine. Coming to second place, we have the Piccolina, which did far better than I expected, perhaps because I could just control it. And then, before we mention first place, of course we have to mention the Bolide Group 5 car that was so close to finishing. I think it could have beaten first place, but a DNF is a DNF. It does not get a time. The winner of this fun hot lap competition was the touring car, Pacima. And what a machine that is. A very fun track, a very fun selection of cars. It's been a great fun evening to just go through all of these different cars that just explore these different tracks and just have fun with it, really. I will just move over to the mirror mile for just the final few moments here. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have a go at hot laps here again. There's so many different locations, and especially with the track builders and things, I could just make my own, which is so exciting, so exciting. There's also a lot of scenarios or challenges, I guess. I think you can get mods for those as well, if I know correctly. I'm not certain on that, but there's a lot, at least, from BeamNG itself. So, yeah, another fun thing to return to. It's always exciting getting... having a lot of fun with a sim that... or an arcade game, sim game, just in general, but especially one that you've had in your library for ages and should have played a lot earlier, to be honest. But to play it now and enjoy it like this, it's been seriously cool. One thing I should have also done is turned off traffic before I turned back on free roam. This it will be loading for a quick moment. I know that's one of my favorite phrases today, but yeah, not used to the loading times with this. Just part of the process, I guess. I'm sure there's settings I could change as well. Yeah, I think this is this still technically early access? So to see where this game can still go is really fun. But I do plan to, keep looking at BeamNG. Have a look at the CWEP or SEEP mod. Okay. I may have to take a look at that, thanks. And then I will just move around in this car for a quick moment with a bit of the traffic. Your BeamNG never to be finished, exactly that. Yeah, there's so many different opportunities here. The potential is so great. I do plan to, so with the streams that I want to do, with doing more as I go, I do want to keep things fresh, keep things exciting. Oh. Rear drive shaft broken. Fixed. Yep, do want to keep things fresh and exciting, so I will go between different sims, and this is a perfect one for the collection. This weekend, do plan on. Oh, that was nasty. This weekend, I do plan on having to continue my EAWRC hardcore season. It's been going quite well, and I've been enjoying streaming it as well. So you got that coming up. But if there's anything in the meantime, then if you're looking for anything historic sim racing, then I have you all covered. So if you're looking for histories, classic cars, some stories from motorsport history that really should be celebrated, then I already have some videos for you. And if you have any recommendations of cars or moments you'd like to see, then send a comment, let me know. I'll see if I can fit that all in. As I said before, I have 2 videos upcoming that I'm very excited for. I think I said that last time and nothing really changed. Should spin round here. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff upcoming, and just glad to have you all here with me. So, as I go down here, just for the last few moments, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for coming, especially those that sent a comment, gave me some tips and whatever else. It's been seriously cool. I know that as I've been making my videos and live streams and things, I've got comments before saying that people have really been wanting to learn to get into sim racing, but they just didn't know how to start. They may have known it from the early 2000s or something, but everything kind of moved on. So you'll see in the description I have a link to a Excel document or Google Sheets. So that is excuse me guys, there's a few parts there where I have a kind of a welcome guide to say here's my tips on getting started with the Assetto Corsa, AMS2, and then I've got a few recommendations for other games and equipment. As well as that, I've linked a few cars and tracks you may all enjoy. But I think enough of that. It's been a long enough outro. I want to say thank you to all of you once again. And I'll see you all next time. Yeah. Bye for now. Thanks for letting me be part of your evenings. Awesome. Enjoy your day. Thanks again, Wheel Wait. You've been a massive help.